Hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And where we find ourselves today is back in Derry / Londonderry, and we're looking up here towards the memorial, the War Memorial. And of course it's a pretty unique War Memorial. I videoed it a while back, so you'll get that if you want to watch it on my unique War Memorial section in my playlist. But I'm going to show you the Guildhall here. But the reason why we're here today is we're not here to talk about the Siege of Derry / Londonderry, because we have already covered that immensely a while back, and you'll get that in my playlist, the Williamite Wars in Ireland. But what we're here to cover is a Confederate general and his ancestor, believe it or believe it not. But before we do, I want to show you one of the cannons here. As you can see, it's pointed to the Guildhall. I hope it doesn't go off. And this cannon, it says Sacker with Rose and Crown, and it's English, as you can see, and it's 1550 till 1610. So quite amazing. So Archibald Stuart was born around 1697 in Londonderry in Ireland, in this very city, and he left Ireland about 1725, apparently with a price on his head for promoting an armed insurrection to defend his religious rights. So after arriving in Pennsylvania, he sent for his wife Janet, and also the children, and also Janet's brother. So they then went to Virginia in 1738 after buying land in Beverly Manor, Augustus County. And as you can see there, it says the Ship Key. So Archibald had married his wife Janet Brown in about 1720 in Derry / Londonderry. Now they had 4 children together, and Archibald Stuart died on the 17th of November 1761 in Augusta, Virginia, in the British American colonies, and he was buried near Staunton, Virginia. Now Archibald's great-great-grandson was none other than the Confederacy's outstanding cavalry commander, James Earl Brown Stuart, or as he's better known as Jeb Stuart. Now, Jeb Stuart was born on the 6th of February 1833 on Laurel Hill Plantation in Patrick County, Virginia. And what we're on top of now is Magazine Gate. And just across the road there is the Tower Museum. So Jeb Stuart's father, who was also called Archibald Stuart, had actually served as an officer in the War of 1812. His mother Elizabeth was the grandmother of William Letcher, a local hero of the American War of Independence. Now, from his mother's influence, he grew to love the church and was initially a devout Methodist. He later would become an Episcopalian, or what we would call over here the Anglican Church, because the army lacked Methodist chaplains, and because his wife was an Episcopalian as well. He entered the US Military Academy at West Point when he was 17, and he graduated in 1854. Now, as a lieutenant, he fought against the Indians in the West. He was Colonel Robert E. Lee's aide at Harper's Ferry in the capture of John Brown in October 1859. Of course, John was trying to get the slaves behind him and cause an insurrection to free the slaves. But it failed, and John Brown was executed. Now, when Virginia seceded from the Union in April 1861, Stuart resigned his commission to share in the defence of his state, and he distinguished himself at the First Battle of First Manassas, or Bull Run, in July 1861. He was promoted to Brigadier General and placed in command of the newly formed Virginia Cavalry Brigade. So, a very interesting character, no doubt about it. Now, during the 7 Days battle, which was fought in June 1862, in defending the Confederate capital of Richmond in Virginia, Jeb Stuart completely rode around General McClellan's Union Army of the Potomac, capturing 170 Union soldiers to deliver a report to General Lee. Now, Stuart was later promoted to Major General and Commander of the Cavalry Corps. By the winter of 1862, Stuart's extraordinary skill as an intelligence officer was fully recognised, with Lee calling him the eyes and the ears of the Confederate Army, of the Army of Northern Virginia. Now,